So the Sixers are currently in the 7th seed, and we will be playing the Miami Heat in the play-in. It kind of sucks because we were undefeated in the last, 8 games? Undefeated with Embiid coming back, and we still could not get out of this freaking play-in, man. That was like my only goal. Like, all right, let's go undefeated, and most likely we'll be out of the play-in, but nah. And we beat the Magic, we beat the, I think it was the Cavs. I'm not sure. No, the Heat. I mean, at least we got over the Heat, and we play the Heat Wednesday. It's going to be a big game, honestly, guys. A very big game. And honestly, I just want to put something out in the light, right? Buddy Hield just had one of his best games in the last month, honestly. You know, he's been struggling in this month, like averaging probably around like 7 points. Like, this guy came on to the Sixers, dropped like 20 points, 25 points, 20 points again. For like the first like 3 weeks he came on the Sixers. And then this last month was just horrible. His minutes diminished. I like that. But yeah, he was like losing his minutes, but his last game, he actually remembered how to shoot a ball. He actually made good choices. He didn't turn the ball over every time. He's literally like a smaller version of Embiid when it comes to turnovers, which is kind of crazy. But he's coming off of his best game. So I think he's going to become a huge factor in the Miami Heat game. I think he's going to come in on fire right when he checks in. He's going to hit a couple threes. I think Buddy Hield may be the X factor towards the Miami Heat game, the play-in game. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I truly believe shooters shoot. Shooters are very, very dominant in this league, right? And he's coming off of a very good game. He hit 3 consecutive threes in a row. I just want to see him not dominate, basically. We haven't seen the domination of Buddy Hield yet, and I'm ready to see it. But yeah, that might be too much to ask for. So yeah, I'm done with Buddy Hield. I'm hoping he has a big game on Wednesday, tomorrow. But, you know, that might be too much to ask for. On the other hand, KJ Martin, I want to see what's going to happen with our rotation because we have a lot of players that are role players, that are pretty solid role players, right? Like we have a KJ Martin. Ricky Council, I can't really count. Ricky Council barely plays. But, I mean, there's a lot of guys who may not be getting minutes that usually get minutes. Cameron Payne, right? So I want to see who is our sixth man. Who is our guy who's going to be getting our minutes in the playoffs? Is it going to be Cameron Payne? Is Kyle Lowry starting? You know, there's a lot of questions in the air. I think against the Heat, we're going to need a Cameron Payne, I think, just for some energy. We need him for energy, and he's also a great three-point shooter. He's not afraid to shoot threes. In a game, he's probably going to give you 1 to 2 threes a game. And honestly, I'll take that. We don't have When you look at our roster, there's not many shooters, right? There's a Buddy Hield, and then there's Tyrese, and then there's Cameron Payne. Batum, you can count Batum as a shooter, but Batum, he doesn't shoot enough, right? And honestly, I'm a big Batum fan. I'm excited to see him play in the playoffs for the first time. Because he's a player that I think is a playoff type player. He's a better PJ Tucker. Literally. He's literally PJ Tucker, but better at every single thing in basketball. Maybe besides like interior defense, because PJ was that guy. I respect PJ so much. Had so much fun watching PJ play for the short amount of time he was on the Sixers. But Batum can just do so much, like just team basketball wise. Like he's just such a good player. He can stretch out the floor. No, you can't leave him open because he's a great three-point shooter. So, yeah, I think Batum's going to have a great playoff run, and he's going to play great against the Miami Heat. I really do believe that. And this is Tyrese Maxey's year to prove he deserves this new contract that's coming up. He has to prove, yeah, I'm an all-star. I'm an all-NBA caliber player. And, I mean, playoffs are the only time to prove it, right? Like, let's say Jamal Murray proved himself to become one of the best guards in the league. Luka Doncic proved himself, and now he's one of the biggest names in the league. You know, this is where you prove yourself. Tyrese Maxey, he's not a big-name guy yet, right? He's still a star in a lot of people's eyes. He's just a star. He's just a rising star. Even though he was an all-star, people don't look at him as an all-star type player. He has to prove himself in the playoffs. He's going to have to carry in a couple of games because we know how Embiid's going to look, right? There's going to be probably a couple of games where Embiid is dominant, but there's going to be a couple of games where Embiid is looking slow. He's looking tired. He does not know what to do. Our offense is not moving at all. So yeah, during those times, we're going to need to see Maxey flip a switch, right? Become that leader, become that Mamba-like player, and just zone out. Play ball. When everything's not working, you make sure it works. So that's what I want to see out of Tyrese Maxey. People may say that's too much to ask for a young player. I don't care because I have a lot of faith in Tyrese Maxey. I think Tyrese Maxey can be, like I say, I always compare him to Kobe Bryant. He's on a similar career trajectory. Right,
because
he has all-time, all-NBA.
Embiid is going to retire eventually,
and
right?
Obviously, he's not his team yet.
I don't know what's going to happen. I'm a huge Embiid fan.
Getting to the point where Tyrese Maxey is maybe Tyrese Maxey's team,
right?
Favorite Sixer of all time, favorite player right now, favorite player of all time. I'm a huge Embiid fan. I just want to see Embiid get that ring so he can become. He has the respect of people, right? A lot of Sixers fans respect him, but there's still people who don't, and that's why we got to get this ring this year. This may be. I'm not going to say it's our last chance, but I think we have a good chance of winning. A good chance of at least making it past the second round. So, we got to lock in. Embiid has to lock in. The Miami Heat, that's a good team, but I think we're better. I think Embiid can outplay Adebayo. Right? I think Kyle Lowry can play decent defense on Butler like he did in the regular season like last week. Same with Batum. We have Batum. We have a lot of small forwards that can play good defense. Kelly Oubre. Ricky Council, if we have any injuries or anyone's tired. We have a lot of We have a lot of wings that are athletic that can play defense. And I'm not even talking about Robert Covington, R.I.P. to Rocco. I miss Rocco so much. Why can't Rocco? Why? Rocco, what the fuck happened to your knee, bro? What happened to Rocco's knee? Rocco would have helped our team so much right now. But, we have a lot of small forwards that are athletic that can play defense, that can kind of contain a Jimmy Butler, a Caleb Martin, a Duncan Robinson. I don't see them doing much on our team. I think it's going to be an easy win. I think we're going to be destroying the Miami Heat. And I'm pretty sure through this route, right, when we beat them, I'm pretty sure we would play the Knicks. And I think we'll beat the Knicks. I'm not scared of the Knicks at all. I think it's the Knicks. But I'll double check, of course, after my Miami Heat game. I'll recap the game and I'll tell us, who's our next opponent. But I think on this route that we're heading, it's our second round matchup will be the Bucks. And it's going to be the first time, I think it's the first time playing the Bucks in the playoffs, which is crazy. First time Giannis and Embiid are playing each other. And I really do believe Embiid is going to outplay Giannis. I think Embiid has more skill. Embiid hasn't gotten this chance to prove that, I can outplay Giannis, right? He's only have gone against the Celtics and the Heat, teams that have great coaches that just would outcoach us and just triple team Embiid and get Embiid confused. But Embiid is smarter than he's ever been. Embiid is a great player. I don't think you can confuse Embiid as you used to. You know what I mean? He's almost 30 now. He's kind of seen almost everything, right? Teams threw everything at Embiid, right? And all those years, when that happens to one person in particular, you're going to learn from it. So I think Embiid's learned from it. I think he's seen almost every defensive scheme. And I think he's going to destroy the Miami Heat. And if you enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. We have so much content that's going to be coming up for this upcoming playoffs. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.